What's up, guys? It's been a while, huh? Before I get into this video, I have to tell you about this book, right? So it's called Chaos from Tom O'Neill. Now, Tom O'Neill, I found out from watching the Joe Rogan podcast. And basically, Tom O'Neill's like this journalist, documentarian, and he was doing like a case study, or like an article on Charles Manson family murders, all that stuff. So he's like, you know, going down the rabbit hole, researching stuff, and he comes across this case where like the CIA were like feeding Manson like acid, LSD, a bunch of hallucinogenic kind of drugs, and yeah, like teaching him how to like raise a cult and everything, and pretty trippy stuff. I would have never believed it if I didn't read about it. I mean, we know Manson from all the crazy influence stuff he did, made and what he made his cult members do. But the man Manson, who's an enigma on himself, uh, sure, he had a troubled childhood, but what was also the catalyst? There had to be more to it, and this book kind of sheds a light on a huge conspiracy that looks to be true. So imagine that, huh? The CIA was the reasoning behind Charles Manson's madness. Just something to think about. All right, got a lot of topics to cover, and 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Halloween's coming, guys. My favorite holidays. Mostly because they play a lot of horror movies, on channels and stuff. Yeah, so, God, it's been way too long since I did one of these. Honestly, too tired, life, and just, work, and trying to find the time. So, while I have some, I'm just gonna, rant and rave a little bit for you guys. I know it's not what I kind of promised. I kind of wanted to do more movie reviews and book reviews and so on and so forth, stuff like that. But I feel like Michael Corleone and Godfather 3, every time I'm out, they pull me back in. Politics and whatnot. Gotta get off my chest. Okay. So, let's talk about convenience, first of all. We're still in a pandemic, so things a little more harder to achieve now. Like going to the movies or baseball game, even though the restrictions, depending on where you're at, is trying to get a little more relaxed, which is awesome. But I like when they debut a movie on streaming and the theater. So if you want to chance it, go to the movie theaters, which is an experience. I miss it, just like how I miss going to concerts and eating at a restaurant. In the back of my mind anyway, or I guess some people, paranoia, like, oh my God, is the guy across from my table sick? These are things that go on in people's heads now, vaccinated or not, odds are you still feel a little bit paranoid, and that's totally okay. And I like that I can watch a new movie, like in the theaters, on my TV. I think that's awesome. Because you know why? The pause button. You gotta go to the bathroom. A movie theater ain't gonna let that happen. No, you just have to miss a few selected scenes. That's all. But no, I mean, movie theaters. It's an experience. It's fun. It's a timeout. But like right now, I don't know. It's hard to tell anymore. And I don't even want to like drag it down. Like we all know, COVID's still here. Even though it's like the most politically heightened virus in the world right now, it's all politics aside. It looks like it's still dangerous. It is still dangerous, and yeah, not really much more to add to that. But anyway, back to the whole movies on streaming services, which once again is awesome. Now, not everyone agrees. Mostly the actors and actresses. So like when they do a contract, like they get entitled profit of how much the movie makes. Usually in the movie theaters, they make double. Sometimes they lose money. So I don't want to go into details because I'm sure you guys know where I'm talking about or heading towards anyway. A movie, Disney movie, debuts both streaming service, Disney Plus, and the movie theaters. And said actor didn't like the outcome. They feel like it should have been like a movie theater only kind of debut, and they probably would have cashed out a lot more money. But at the same time, I feel like you're reaching a better deal of audience if you do something like debuting a film on, like Netflix or like whatever service out, like Disney Plus in this matter. Uh, you reach a wider audience, and I don't want to go down that path and be like, oh well, it's the right thing to do. We gotta put people first. I think we all know that. All that aside, like I said, it's just the convenience, and yeah, like I don't know. I feel like you would still reach out people and still make a profit. I mean, because think about it, these movies I'm talking about, they debut on the streaming services. They're not free. It's an exclusive, so you got to pay for it. So not only are you paying for the subscription, but you got to pay for that, which is like $30 equals to a movie ticket. It's got to even out. I don't know where they're getting their numbers from, whatever. But these people that all of a sudden do like a 360 on the producers or the companies that release the movies and try and sue them, it makes them look bad now. Then they look like the bad guy or bad girl, or they got problems now trying to achieve other roles because of the reputation now of being a troublemaker. Like, you can't have slice the cake and eat it too. It's like you gotta kind of take the good with the bad, especially right now. And I think this is a good opportunity. It makes people want to park their butts on the couch like they've been doing and watch a movie and possibly spend money on it. So I think it's a win-win. That's just my personal opinion. I think they should continue doing this because, like I said, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, love movie theaters. I'm the movie guy. Some of you know, and it's an experience. But sometimes, do I mind just sitting on my couch watching a new movie that just got released on my big screen? No, not at all. I'd pay whatever price they said, because I'm interested and I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. That's what I think. I mean, yeah, movie theaters, like I said, you got the experience, surround sound, great picture quality, but convenience does kind of outweigh that. So, whatever. I think both are a great idea, and that's something that should be continued in the future, even when the pandemic dies down. Speaking of that, not crazy about these mandates. Yes, now companies are forcing their employees to get the old, vaccine, which I guess their theory is to expedite things. Like, okay, listen, we need to kickstart everything again. People got to spend money. People got to go back to work. Get the shot. What's the problem? Well, science and doubt and just, people's natural immunity, Some people don't want this shot and still want to work. Are they putting other people at risks? I don't, I'm not at liberty to say that. Maybe not. I don't know. But I just wish there were more options available. I don't like being forced into anything I don't want to do. And that's the case, I want to kind of pick my poison, per se. And even those options now are extremely limited. Because where I come from, there was 3 vaccines available. But now there's only 2, because the third one is like, I don't know, in a secret, far off land. That if you don't have a car, you can't get to. I don't know, but whatever the deal is, it's difficult, and it forces you to make a very narrow decision. And it's just frustrating as hell. And I understand people, why they lash out, but, this is where we're at right now. And that kind of segues into my next segment, what's trending. And I think I mentioned this before. It's like, popular to hate America right now, which, given the circumstances and just from watching the news and everything in between, I could see why. But I think I said this before in a video. While, we're not a perfect society, the United States, at all, there is benefits here. And for across the board, not for groups, because I think that's a bunch of B. I think it's a cop-out. That means you're not trying hard enough. There's opportunities here. You just have to kind of like sift through the duds, pretty much, to find what would work for you. I mean, how many people here have businesses or entrepreneurs, whatever? A lot of you could do that. You could work for yourself here. It takes a while, but it's like anything else. You got to put into it, and with a bit of luck, it'll take off and it'll be successful, or not. It's a gamble, like anything else in life. But yeah, you see that animosity towards this country, and it's whether you're batting for the left or the right. Like I said, I'm the least patriotic person who should be talking about this. Okay, I'm definitely left leaning in a political way, but I have morals, so I guess that would make me like independent center. I don't know. I don't like titles. If it was up to me, there'd be no president. There'd be like a Athenian democracy running the country. I mean, they made it work, right? I don't know. Wishful thinking, but yeah, it's difficult. We're in really hard, difficult times, and the light at the end of the tunnel seems very far. But like I said, also in another video, you could not practice any religion. You could become an atheist. You could bash another religion online, or what. You could do all these crazy things. You could pee out in public. You might get a lot of dirty looks, or arrested maybe, but I guarantee you won't be put against a wall. That's just other countries not so lucky. But there is some benefits of living in the United States, and it's just up to you to kind of like pull back the curtain and see what you could find. Or you could take advantage of the stuff here, learn it, whether it be from school or some kind of trade, and then move on to like another country with those skills. And I'm sure you'll be welcomed with open arms. It's just kind of how it works. But the fact that there's like millions of immigrants right now sneaking into this country by any means necessary, legal, not illegal, I mean, it's kind of plain to see. What does that tell you? If people are risking their lives, the lives of their families, to come here to the U.S., then yeah, we have a lot of bad stuff going on right now politically, but other countries are like, hey, listen, where I come from, I wish that was my problems. America doesn't look bad, and this is why we're hosting or taking in refugees, homeless, and just castaways from other countries, because America is where it's at for other people from other worlds, that are other worlds, aliens, other countries. America is like a beacon, just like our ancestors, or the immigrants that came here first, all our forefathers. They saw a light in America, that you could have all these freedoms and rights, even though they seem very suppressed nowadays. I agree on that, yeah. But there is some charm, and there is certain ways you could get around the madness. It's just up to you at the end of the day to find out what works. You gotta kind of do your homework to get ahead. End of the story, But yeah, it's getting harder to live here, because I've been on the search for a house for like a long time, and it's not getting. Literally, the market is like if you're a millionaire, then you're in luck, because you could buy a house. It's not even a good house too. I don't know if you guys seen cities, especially Philadelphia. They're compacted. yeah, they look nice on the inside, but you make a lot of sacrifices living in the city. Convenience over, greenery, like trees, grass, a huge backyard. But the way they're charging these houses, you would think they were like made of gold. It's ridiculous. Like there is zero help, and even those programs, the first time home buyer stuff, it's not. You really gotta like find a needle in a haystack to find some kind of program that works for you, and even then, it's not 100%. So, I don't know. It's trying to establish yourself, become independent, get a house, all these things. Especially if you have, a family already, and you're trying to do that. It's hard. It's really, really friggin' difficult, and that too seems a little impossible here. I don't know if I lived like in, I don't know, Central America or Southern Europe, would I have a problem like that? Probably not. But what lies ahead? Anywhere you go has their own problems. It just for me right now in this country, it's housing, and people keep telling me, "Oh, hang in there. It's gonna peak and then it's gonna crash." So I don't know what that means. Things are gonna get like really sky high, and then no one's gonna want to buy houses anymore because they're like $400,000. And when no one buys anything, the prices kind of plummet. Not that fast, but they do plummet. So I guess that's what I'm waiting for. That's what everyone keeps, reminding me and telling me. Wait till the market crashes. Okay, well, come on, market, crash, so I could buy a house. I don't know. But yeah, I guess really that's about all I had to cover, like in a nutshell. Um, so you know what it is. I have like all these like ideas and topics, and I swear if I don't write them down, they're gone. I suffer from like really bad memory loss. Maybe at some point I got COVID, and I just didn't know about it, and it kind of like left me with like perpetual brain fog. I don't know, but it sucks. I even tried taking supplements, didn't work. So if you're listening to this up until this point, you can recommend any kind of like brain pills to help me with my memory. That'd be awesome. Yes, please. Send me help to make me retain thoughts. But yeah, guys, that's really it. I don't mean to complain on these things, but it just feels better getting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have like a secret and really want to tell someone, or like getting something off your chest. So that's why I make these videos. I'm hoping, the big hope, next time I talk, whenever that may be, 6 months from now, I don't know, I'm just saying. It's like I said, it's really hard to do these things. It's about something a little more you could palate, like, I don't know, movie review, book review, video game review. That'd be nice, huh? But yeah, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, really, I only do this because of the few and the proud that watch my videos and rant on and on about everything and nothing. Oh, and also maybe sprinkle a little bit of history lessons on top of these things, because history, like I said multiple times, it's a big part of my life, and I'm gonna definitely try and include that in my next video. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, be safe and stay healthy. All right, peace.